Welcome to Quantum Finance. My name is Parker. I'm the head trader here, but I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. So in today's video, we'll take a look at the economic calendar, we'll go over some news, and then we'll do our market recap and market analysis. So looking here at the calendar, today we did not have any significant economic data drop, but tomorrow, Tuesday, May 23rd, we do get building permits, services PMI, and new home sales. So now we can look at some news. So this morning, we did have an AI-generated image of an explosion at the Pentagon service. And a lot of the news sources did confirm this as real. So this did cause the S&P 500 to fall 30 points in just a couple of minutes, which did result in a $500 billion market cap swing here on just this fake AI generated image. As you can see, the market reaction here. We also had the median price of a home sold in the US fell 4% over the last year, which is the largest year-over-year decline since 2012. And here we have the M2 money supply. As you can see, it has been contracting here since December of 2022. And here we have the top 5 stocks here with Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Alphabet, and Meta have contributed to more than 80% of the S&P 500 gains this year. And here we have bank deposits are down 5.6% from their peak last year, which is the largest drawdown we've ever seen since 1975. And this is the corn and wheat prices back to 2021 levels, down 33 and 53% from last year's high. And we are likely to see a significant drop in food price inflation in the May CPI report. And we have large speculators and hedge funds have boosted their net short S&P 500 futures positions even more, currently surpassing the 2011 extreme and moving down here to the 2007 territory. We also have the U.S. Treasury has $57 billion in cash on hand, while the government carries $31 trillion in debt. So that's the equivalent of an average person having $1,000 in cash and $543,000 in debt. Now we can do our market recap here, starting here in the debt market with the U.S. 10-year yield. As you can see, getting another big green day today, continuing its squeeze to the upside here, really pushing up through this upper extreme, working its way up here towards the upper extreme on the weekly chart. Turning to the dollar, we do have a green day here in the dollar, just kind of sitting up here, not really too much action, almost holding yesterday's lows, just consolidating up here in the upper end of its daily range, sitting right here at the midline on the weekly chart. Turning to the stock market, as you can see, small green day in the stock market, getting rejected off that upper extreme here, but still just kind of consolidating above these highs from the beginning of May. Turning to cryptocurrencies, we have Bitcoin with a small green day here. Not too much to talk about, still just kind of consolidating here at the lower end of this daily range and right here above this midline on the weekly chart. As you can see, these bands are starting to curl here on the Bitcoin weekly chart. Actually, let's look here at XRP. XRP, green day here in XRP after coming down and bouncing off that midline. Hopefully we do get more upside this week. Starting the week off green, getting back above that midline here on the weekly chart. Turning to commodities, we have oil with a small green day today, just consolidating down here in the lower end of this daily and monthly range right here below this midline. Turning to gold, we do have a red day here in gold. After getting a strong bounce off that lower extreme on a Friday, still just sitting down here at the lower end of this daily range. Looking at silver, we do have a red day here in silver, still trying to find a bottom down here after getting this large sell-off to the downside. Now we can do our market analysis. We'll start here on the volume chart of the S&P 500. As you can see, pretty low volume day today compared to what we've got the past couple of days. Kind of split between buying and selling, as you can see. Well below that vol average, but this morning we did get a wick off that upper extreme, and we did just kind of consolidate sideways. With solid wicks to both the upside and downside here. Holding these lows from Friday as well. Again, go to the 3-minute here. Let me turn this extended hours off. So on the 3-minute, as you can see, we opened up right here, basically right where we closed Friday. Got a strong push off the open, kind of getting up pretty close to Friday's highs, but then really selling off here, getting rejected at VWAP and Thursday's highs, and really just selling down to Friday's lows before getting a recovery and then just kind of going sideways most of the day, and then kind of getting some weakness here into the close and closing right above that open. Zooming out a little bit here, as you can see on the 15-minute, we did open right here with a tight squeeze. As you see, opening up, pushing up above this upper extreme, getting that big rejection here, coming down into that trend line, which did line up with Friday's lows, and as you can see, just kind of chopping in between these trend lines here, or these extremes, getting really tight here on the S&P 500. As you can see, riding this lower trend line, so I maybe would expect this to maybe break to the downside, but we'll have to see what happens here. Looking at the 2-hour chart, as you can see, just kind of consolidating here above this previous high from the beginning of May. Again, look at the VIX and the NASDAQ. As you see, the VIX here getting a strong push off the open and getting rejected at that resistance line. That's been holding for the past, couple weeks here. And the NASDAQ, as you see, getting a strong push, breaking above Friday's highs, then really pulling back here into the close. As you can see, really overextended to the upside above this trend line. Kind of pulling down here on momentum. As you can see, we can pull up the SPY as well. As you see, kind of downward momentum here on both the SPY and NASDAQ. Go back to the 3-minute. So when it comes to trading today, really the best opportunity today was here in the morning. We were extended above that upper extreme on the 15-minute. We did have VWAP here. And we did have Thursday's highs. So as you can see, getting that sell-off down here, getting a bounce up into VWAP, running into Thursday's highs. That's that line right here. Once you see this kind of rejection candle down, this would have been a nice opportunity for put options just to fade back down here towards the open. And if you held longer, obviously down here to Friday's lows. There was this trend line kind of breakdown here as well. This was looking pretty bearish here. It's kind of like a bear flag pattern. If you would have gotten short in here, it did make a move down, which would have been a nice, profit if you took profit down here. Because where this wicked off was that lower extreme on the 15-minute chart. Right here. So if you would have taken profit down here into this lower extreme on the 15-minute chart, that would have been a nice play too. Getting short here on this breakdown of this kind of pattern here with the momentum breakdown. But you would have had your stop loss like well up here above these levels so you didn't get stopped out, because it did come up above VWAP before getting a kind of large volatility spike here to the downside. But if you would have bottom ticked this here down on that lower 15-minute extreme, that could have been a nice trade as well. And also here, holding above VWAP here, this could have been a nice opportunity for call options just to get back up here as kind of a retest of the highs. As you can see here, pulling down into momentum, pulling into that 0 line, pulling into that 15-minute. So you had upward momentum, you had it above VWAP, you had a nice squeeze. And if you look on the 15-minute, you kind of did, you did have like a MACD kind of cross to the upside here at 215. And 215 was right here. So yeah, short here in the morning, another potential short here, about 12:30, and then, a nice call options here around 2:30. And you could have even, faded this down into the close. This kind of breakdown here. As you can see, the breakdown in the trend line and the breakdown in momentum. You could have, faded this down to VWAP area too, and down to this open. So we're pretty choppy day, but, there was some decent opportunities here for trading. Yeah, but low volume day today to start the week. Kind of an inside day, not breaking through yesterday's highs or yesterday's lows. Just kind of chopping inside that price action from Friday. But yeah, that'll do it for the video. Appreciate y'all watching, and I'll talk to y'all later.